Today, 31st May 2020 is Pentecost Sunday. Pentecost, the day on which the Holy Spirit descended upon the earth. A very, very happy feast to all. The Pentecost is one of the biggest feasts of the church. The Holy Spirit, the third person of the most Holy Trinity, descended upon the church. The one holy, Catholic, Apostolic Church was born today. Christ had instituted the church, given authority to the apostles, and appointed Peter as the head. Then, on the Pentecost day, the Holy Spirit came and inaugurated the church. From that day onwards, the Holy Catholic Church has been functioning in unity, growing in strength, and spreading in Jerusalem, in Judea, Samaria, until the ends of the earth. Just as God breathed on Adam and gave him life, the breath of the Holy Spirit gives life to the church. In today's Gospel, we read, Jesus breathed on the disciples and said, "Receive the Holy Spirit," thus giving them new life. In the book of Genesis, we read, God breathed life-giving breath into Adam's nostrils, and he began to live. Genesis 2:7. That was creation. Now, at Pentecost, Jesus renews that creation by breathing on the disciples and giving them the Spirit. Thus, the life given at creation is renewed and elevated. Sometimes we mistakenly take the Holy Spirit as fire, as wind, as water, as dove, as breath, etc. These are some of his nature. Holy Spirit is person, the third person of the Holy Trinity. He is equal with God the Father and the Son, one in a Godhead of the most Holy Trinity. Today, I am not going to deal on the Holy Spirit as a person, but I would like to deal on the need to receive the Holy Spirit. We all know the various names of the Holy Spirit, manifestations of the Holy Spirit, fruits of the Holy Spirit, gifts of the Holy Spirit, charisms of the Holy Spirit, and symbols of the Holy Spirit. If we call on the Holy Spirit will come. Today, we stand in need of receiving the Holy Spirit. Okay? On the Pentecost day, the Holy Spirit came on the apostles with power. Peter, who was afraid to confess Christ in front of a little servant girl, now boldly proclaimed the good news of Jesus in front of the authorities, not minding their warnings, their threats, and their prohibitions. He is no more afraid. He is even willing to die for Christ. It is the same Spirit we all have received at baptism. Today, let us ask the Holy Spirit to empower, to rekindle and inflame us with His truth that gives us courage, love, and self-discipline. The Spirit produces love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. We see in Galatians 5:22. the Spirit has given us life, He must also control our lives. Galatians 5:25. As Peter was changed by the Holy Spirit and transformed into a new person, if we are open to the working of the Holy Spirit, He will transform our lives too. Let us open our hearts to the Holy Spirit and listen to His promptings. He will make us new person. He will give us new heart. He will make us new people, and He will fill us with courage. He will fill us with truth. He will fill us with zeal and determination to work for Christ. On the Pentecost day, the disciples were gathered around Mary in the cenacle. There came a mighty wind, mighty roaring wind. Wind is a symbol of life and power. Then suddenly the Holy Spirit arrived in the form of tongues of fire. The mighty wind and the fire are symbol of God's invincible power. Fire purifies, warms, and gives light. On the Pentecost day, the Holy Spirit descended on the apostles as the divine fire and enlightened their minds and warmed their hearts. Now, let us ask the Holy Spirit to purify, warm, and illumine our minds, our hearts. Thus, we become a new person. Like the apostles, let us always cling to our Blessed Mother Mary, that through her intercession, we may receive the Holy Spirit, that through her intercession, through her support, through her prayers, we may receive the gifts, the charism, the fruits of the Holy Spirit, so that our hearts will burn with love for Christ and filled with zeal for His kingdom, always ready to sacrifice ourselves for His cause. Dear friends, let the flames of Pentecost burn in us. We should be like Peter and the apostles. We should be like Peter and the rest of the apostles after Pentecost. They were no more ashamed, no more afraid, filled with zeal for Christ. We shall ask today for this grace, that we may receive the gift of the Holy Spirit, we may receive the Holy Spirit in our heart, that we become daring, courageous witnesses of Christ and effective instruments in spreading the good news of Jesus, bringing warmth, light, and love to all men.